He spent $5,000 flying to Belarus to meet the woman of his dreams. She ghosted him after one date. And he is not the only one. Here's what he did wrong and what you need to avoid. Привет, I'm Tanya Sparks. I help Western men build real relationship with Slavic women. Hit subscribe button now, because what I'm about to tell you, most dating coaches won't say out loud. So let me tell you about Michael. He is 38, from Texas, successful engineer. For months, he was chatting with his beautiful Belarusian women online. Everything seemed perfect. She laughed at his jokes. They texted every day. She even called him her special man. So Michael bought a plane tickets to Minsk, $5,000 round trip, plus hotel, plus gifts he ordered specially for her. He was so confident this was it. But within the first 45 seconds of meeting her in person, she already knew it wasn't going to work. And here's the thing, she didn't even tell him. She smiled, had dinner, said thank you, and then disappeared. Now, before I tell you what Michael did wrong, I need to ask you something. Have you ever had this happen? You fly across the world, everything seems great online, but in person she suddenly goes cold? Leave a comment and tell me, because I want to know if this is happening to you. Because here's what most Western men don't understand about Slavic women. We decide if we want you in the first minute we see you. Not after dinner, not after you show us the city, in the first 60 seconds. So what did Michael do wrong? Mistake number one, he tried too hard to impress her. The moment he saw her, he started talking about his job, his car, his apartment, how successful he is, non-stop for 20 minutes straight. You know what she thought? He's insecure. Because confident men don't need to prove anything. They ask questions, they listen, they create a conversation, not a presentation. But that wasn't even his biggest mistake. The real problem was what he said in the first 30 seconds. Picture this, they meet in a cafe. She's wearing a beautiful dress, she clearly put effort in. And the first thing Michael says, "Wow, you look exactly like your photos. I was worried you'd be different in real life." He basically told her, "I thought you might be a catfish." Slavic women want a man who is original, who stands out, not a man who starts the date by questioning if she's real. And here's where it gets worse. See, Michael didn't understand something crucial about Slavic women. We are looking for a man who is different from the men we meet in our countries. We want someone who thinks outside the box, who surprises us, who doesn't follow a script. But Michael, he followed every generic dating advice. Article he read online. Compliment her look, check. Talk about yourself, check. Ask boring question like how are you, check, check, check. He was playing from the same book as every other guy. And Slavic women, we can smell that from a mile away. So if you're wondering, Tanya, what should I do instead? Here's exact what works. First, be spontaneous and authentic. Instead of "you look beautiful," try something like "I love how your eyes light up when you smile." What made you smile today? See the difference? You're observing her, not just complimenting her appearance. Second, create a real conversation. Ask questions she can't answer with one word. Not did you have a good day, but what was the best part of your day? What made it special? Talk about topics that matter to her, like relationship, her values, her dreams about traveling. These topics make Slavic women emotionally involved in the conversation with you, and the more involved she is, the more chances you have with her. And here's the most important part. You need to stop trying to impress her and start trying to connect with her. Because here's what Michael didn't understand. Slavic women don't want a perfect man. We want a real man. Someone who isn't afraid to be vulnerable, to ask deep questions, to have an actual conversation about relationships and values. Michael spent $5,000 trying to prove he's worthy. But the man who actually wins a Slavic woman's heart, he doesn't prove anything. He just shows up himself. Confident, curious, present. Now, do you want to know what happened to Michael after that failed date? Plot twist, he reached out to me for coaching. And 6 months later, he is now in a serious relationship with a Polish woman, because he learned what I just taught you. He stopped trying to be impressive. He started being interesting. He stopped following scripts. He started being spontaneous. And most importantly, he stopped seeing Slavic women as some exotic prize to win and started seeing them as real people he wanted to connect. So here's my question for you. Have you ever made any of Michael's mistakes? Or maybe you felt like you are doing everything right online, but something changes when you meet in person? Tell me in the comments. I read every single one and I genuinely want to hear your story. Because the more I understand what's happening to you guys, the better I can help. Alright, that's all for today. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next episode of Slavic Love Secrets. До свидания.